My form is justice, and my form is the world. Worship me, give praise unto me, me the beautiful, the supply, me the invincible, the almighty and divine. All hail, ZAMASU. Welcome to the Decksmiths with yours truly, Migz, here to present to you my ZAMASU Deck Profile. Had the deck built for a pretty long time, but it went into several changes. This one is kind of like the finalized build that I've done. I'm very comfortable with it, although there might be some changes coming up later on, but instead of trying to perfect the deck, let's just go on with the deck profile itself. So to those of you that don't know what ZAMASU is, because you guys are still stuck in you used to be stuck in the pre-SS3s and Hirudagard era, ZAMASU is a leader that came in Union Force as well. His active main, once per turn, choose a card from your life and place it in the drop area. If the card placed into the drop area from your life by this skill is a blue card, draw one card. The Awaken, unlike all leaders that either draw to an Awaken or ready to energies and Awaken, this one awakens at 2 life. When your life is 2 or less, draw one card, flip it over. As the absolute god ZAMASU, he does have the auto that all the other leaders do, draw a card when it attacks. The permanent on this leader says, if damage is inflicted to you, to your life, you mill off 5 cards from the top of your deck. Now, when it comes to, single strikes are all 5 cards. When you take double strike, you send 10 cards, triple strike 15, and quadruple strike, which I hope you all have counters or cards to combo into that, or blockers if possible. Quad makes you throw 20 cards. In situations of triples and quad strikes, GG, but again, it's very handy because he's one of those leaders that prevents you from losing the game by taking a life. So we're going to jump right into the deck profile real quick. So this is all mono blue-ish, but to start, I run 4 Gawasus. Look at the top 3 for your gods. Add it to hand, shuffle afterwards. Next up, I run 4 Warrior of the Gods Goku Black. It is pretty handy, the fact that if you have ZAMASU on board, he gets immunity from opponent's skills. So is indestructible in beta form. Next up, I run 4 Piccolos. I choose this over the new green god super combo because it's, yes, you draw a card, but I don't have to drop for cost of it, although it is very handy in this. But at the moment, this is what I'm working with. Yes, you can run that god if you like. If you have access to it, by all means, run it. Next up, for the 3-drop, I run 4 Nightmare Scythe Goku Black. Barrier, and it generates 2 tokens when it comes to play if your leader is either ZAMASU or Goku Black. 3 ZAMASU the Invincible. The fact that it has indestructible, it's pretty much immune to anything. And the permanent, if you have either ZAMASU or Goku Black as your leader, his energy cost goes down by 1. Also, rulings, keep in mind for those of you that are beginners, the power has nothing to do with indestructible. If a card says reduce that character's power to 0, even if that card has indestructible, they instantly die. So if you're playing somebody and they try to pull that off on you, it doesn't work. It's even on their websites as well. The most generic common thing that that was set in there. 4 Undying Link ZAMASU, indestructible as well, and the main focus is once you hit 5 energies or past that, if your opponent stalls you out from awakening, he's your form of awakening. When you play the card, if your leader is either Goku Black or ZAMASU, and you have 5 or more energies, take 2 life and ready 4 energies. So at 5 energies, he's a free drop. In other words, you're just taking 2 life. Next up, 4 of the awe-inspiring Intimidator, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Very handy. He's just like Bergamo. The only difference is when he's in rest mode, he gains barrier. So have you attacking your opponent attack this. Once you declare that attack, he automatically gains barrier because he goes into rest mode once you declare the attack, regardless. When you play this card, if you have 5 or more energies, draw a card. Still pretty good. I think he's better than Bergamo in every way because he gives himself barrier regardless. Bergamo, you need the other guys on board to have barrier. Screw the marauding captain lock, but no. And for those of you that don't know the marauding captain lock, who don't know that phrase, marauding captain lock, that's a phrase that's used in Yu-Gi-Oh! That was also done before. Last but not least, out of the blue is 3 of the 10 drop Infinite Force Fuse ZAMASU. You need Protaro for 7, 3 blues and 4 of anything. Using, of course, ZAMASU and Goku Black. You can even use himself because he still counts as ZAMASU. Indestructible, and his auto when this card attacks, you may choose up to 1 card in the following areas: battle area, energy area, life, and hand from the opponent, and they place it to the bottom of the deck. Very scary. Those are the extras. For the blues, the extras on blues, I run 4 Whis Coercions. You gotta have your counters. 3 objections. You don't have to go crazy on it. You play objections once and then just wait until the opponent objections you right back. If they don't, just charge the rest. 2 Sensu Beans. Now, the only reason why I use 2 Sensu Beans, a quick history. Back when the great Dusty made a deck profile with ZAMASU, and I've watched how he played the deck on Octagon via YouTube. He did make a point on the deck profile with the Sensu Beans at 2 and not 4, and I tried it myself, and it's very, very, in a way, the way I saw it, he had a good point. And in my interpretation, that point is, it's better for you to have 1 and draw into 1 than knowing you milled off 3 and wondering if you're going to pick up the 4th one, because chances are you will lose those Sensu Beans before you can even use them. And having 2 was perfect. Very perfect. If you want to try 3, you can. I think I wouldn't go more than 3. I do consider maybe bumping it to 3, but 4 would be too much for a deck like ZAMASU. For the black cards for extra support, I run 4 Time Choice Supreme Kai Time. Overwhelm for 3. When I play the card by Overwhelm, look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I could choose 1 battle card, add it to my hand, put the other 2 in the bottom. By all means, you could use Time Patrol Trunks, much better than this one, but if you're on a budget and you cannot afford the Time Patrol Trunks, or nobody wants to trade you Time Patrol Trunks, she also works as a plan B. Last but not least, because it is possible, Fu, Shrouded in Mysteries. Overwhelm for 10 for the cost of 6 energies, double strike, and when you play this card using Overwhelm, your opponent cannot use skills unless it's the leader. Very good. And that lasts until the end of your next turn, until the beginning of your next turn. So 1 full turn you, 1 full turn of the opponent, now comes back to you. Very, very handy. And last but not least, out of the entire deck and black card extras, 4 minus kill zones is actually not that bad, pretty handy, but I might reduce it to 3, maybe third and a third Sensu Bean or a 4th ZAMASU 4 drop. You activate it during main, you warp 3 cards in your drop area and draw a card, and your opponent cannot play counter plays for the duration of the turn. So against yellow, they won't be able to play Crusher Ball against you. Pretty handy. So that's pretty much it for the few ZAMASU deck. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys do appreciate the English lines, just leave it in the hashtag all hail ZAMASU in the comments below. This weekend the Decksmiths will be at the Atlantic City Regionals. If you guys see us, me, Migz, Reeves, or Ryden, come to us, say hello, say whatever, man. Me personally, I will appreciate them with open arms, because of course, I can speak for myself as well as for everyone else. We at the Decksmiths appreciate you guys, because if it's not for you guys, we would not be doing this for you. Again, I hope you guys do enjoy. If you're going to the Atlantic City Regionals, best of luck to each one of you guys. If you see us, or if I'm one of the guys you play against, by all means, hey, hello, whatever. By all means. Well, that is it. This is Migz of the Decksmiths signing out, and peace out.